Hi everybody, this is Steve, and welcome to a fun game called Darkest Dungeon. Now, some of you will definitely have heard of this game. It's an awesome game, it's a dark game, you are expected to lose a lot, and I left that up. I was actually going to kind of read some highlights from it, but oh well. It's just saying, you know, it's a hard game, you're going to be expected to fail, don't take it hard. There's always new adventures to be had. So I played a few hours of this game on this one here, but I'm going to start a new game. We'll leave all the DLC on. Why not? I was playing Darkest on the other one. Definitely not going to play the hardest difficulty, but I don't want to play the easiest either. Yeah, we'll just stick with regular. So I'm not going to leave it named Darkest, so as to not leave things confusing. We'll just call it... No... I have no clue. Let's call it... yeah, we'll just call it Steve. Because I don't know. Alright. Launch in here. I'm excited. This game is a lot of fun.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
Oh no. We do not want to face the terrors.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so this is going to explain us all, you know, how the game works leading in here, but you have to worry about your not just, you know, your hit points and abilities, but your character's sanity. And there's things like how bright the dungeon is. I probably have to... No, it's still loading. Itchy nose. With the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you'll have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. Getting impatient, so clicking and pushing buttons. But yeah, I mean, and... itchy nose. Not just, you know, their sanity, but then there's health, sicknesses, diseases, and stuff that your characters can pick up in the dungeons. Oh, here we go. And so it's just, there's so much you have to worry about. It's awesome. Okay, map navigation. You are currently in a room. To move forth, click on another room on the map display. This will take you to the connecting hallway. Alright, so we will...
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Oh, I forgot. I actually have to use the arrow keys, or I can click to make everybody move. I prefer to use the arrow keys, and then... Oh, that was an attack on his sanity. Okay, I want to... so... His insanity... Okay... Your melee focus, your ranged focus. These are your default starting characters from what I remember correctly. Stuffed with
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Will do. Yep, turn-based. Okay, combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on a highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot, or there are no valid targets. Mouse over the skill to see the requirements. Can do. So here's our skills. Okay, so quick explanation. These kind of yellow dots, that's where you have to be positioned. You can have up to 4 people on your team in order to use the skill. And the red dots is the positions of the 4 spots for the enemies of which spots you can hit. So like this one with the lines connecting them would hit all of those enemies in those spots. And then you can do this and have them move around spots. I'm actually going to have him open a vein, make the enemy take bleeding damage. Okay, so you can defend only in the front 2 spots. Torch plus 20. That's going to be very beneficial to make this torch stronger. Just a stunning attack, a zealous accusation, a ranged attack, and a melee smite attack. This is remaining 1. Just because I know the torch is going to be super beneficial later on.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
So up to the Radiance. I don't know if it can go beyond 100. That might have actually been a very pointless move right now on my part to do.
Continue the onslaught.
I'll find out.
Destroy them all.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Will do, mysterious voice telling me what to do. Each item, if you take it, will occupy space in your inventory. Yes, so yeah, only have a limited inventory space. Mouse over items to show details about them. This works in your inventory too. Press escape to close this window. Yes, we will take the 250 gold we found. We have some food, so yeah, you have to worry about food and stuff as you're in the dungeon as well. Switch back to you as we continue walking. Now, some of their stuff affects like how as the game is going. See, torches at 100. See, and you can turn the torch down because it'll make other stuff appear, or more likely for enemies appear. Interactive objects, curios. Curios? It's like Latin or something, isn't it? I don't know. While exploring, you will often find interactive objects. Click or press W, that's right, I couldn't remember what the short key was, to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. Oh, okay, so like if I had something to help search, I can drag it in there. Left valuables, gold, and onyx.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
It's true. And some people are better at scavenging than others. I don't remember. Action points, dodge, damage, speed. I feel like there's a way to check all that, but I don't remember what it was before. Let's go back to the map. Excuse me. Okay, so as you can see, we are almost to the next room, which is right there. Enemies, but we'll get a chest.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
It's true. So I could use Radiance again if I want, but this time I'm just going to focus on dealing damage. And since there's 2 of them in the first 2 spots, I can actually use... don't know why my voice keeps crackling. Sorry, everybody. I can use this Grape Shot Blast, which hits both of them. Which is really awesome. Bleeding damage is always really good, too. I might do Zealous Accusation. Stunning him, stunning the big guy in the front is going to be a good idea. Eight damage. So it's actually reduced damage. 7 to 14. I could potentially take him out, but it's more likely that I won't. So I think I'm gonna stun the front guy. See, and he's got a similar, but my Highwayman dodged the damage. See, and he's not stunned anymore, and he actually got a buff. So he has stun resistance for 1 round. And... no, because I want to take out the back guy. Oh, the back guy dodged. Of course he would. Oh, he's faster than my Crusader. So my dodge ability has been reduced. I just want to take the guy out. Oh, that's right, it tells me how much damage down there when I click on the ability. I just want to take him out, and I have a good chance of that with this move. So I'm just... Oh, I can't, because he's a defender. Or is it because... No, yeah. I guess just because he's a defender. Can't stun him again yet. So we'll just hit him hard. That's what we'll do.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
I'm bleeding. Okay, do that. Hopefully take out this front guy. Ah, so close. Stop hitting my Crusader. He is really hurting me. Now I'm fine using this though. What? I can't hit. Chest isn't counting as the first spot, is it? That's why I can't reach him, because this is the second spot. The chest, I think, is taking up the first spot. No, that can't be right. I guess it's just because he's a large target. Still, annoying either way. And I want to kill these guys as quick as I can.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh, that's right. When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. You can attack corpses to destroy them faster, but often a better approach is to use ranged skills, push/pull skills, and even corpse clearing special skills that some heroes possess. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpses at all. Alright, so his corpse there, 15 hit points, so to say. But I am just gonna hit him with a much more damaging... Yeah, not much more damaging, but more damaging. So,
Their
yes.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, so we found 2 deeds. Land grants in generations past, and 775 gold. That's awesome. Completing a quest. After you've completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the crest. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit. Yeah, Twitter notification. Quest completed. Okay, so we can actually, I'm going to continue adventuring because I want to loot this chest. This trapped chest. Ignore for now. Oh, I thought it was still my Crusader. I want the Highwayman to check it out. Open it. Now I have the Blight for 3 rounds. Ah, dang it. And I didn't get anything. It was literally just trapped. Okay, so there's nowhere else to go, so really the Blight is a moot point. There we go. But still, sucks that we didn't get anything from it and it was just a trapped, blighted chest. Okay. So we never ate any of the food. We weren't in there long enough. We found 5,000 for completing the quest and an additional 2,035. And we found some onyx. Something like that. And then the deeds. So on we go. Okay, so experience. So yeah, that's like how many times I think you have. There's something about filling that out, filling that up. That has to do with just their experience level. All right. Oh, so they gained some new abilities. That's right. Sell old stuff. Oldie but a
Welcome
goodie.
home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay, so week 1. Yep. Activity log, good highlights. Alright, so that's my current quest, which is caretaker goals, so that's just general quests. So there's a lot of stuff that I can do there. Roster goals. So just leveling up different characters to different levels. Level 6. I think level 6 is the highest, but I'm not certain. Alright, so we have 7,000 gold. Get help where you may. On any screen in the game, press and hold H to see contextual help for controls in that mode. Try it while in town, exploring, fighting, campaigning, and more. So if I hold down H, see, here's the help screen. So right click to, that's right, to look at the character details. Click on any of the buildings, and you can do those different things there. Alright, so go ahead to the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
'Tis true. Okay. So, nothing we can do here now. It's just literally, it's a graveyard, as far as I know. I haven't gotten farther in my other game, from what I can remember, to have done anything else here. But you'll be able to see, like, the list of all the characters who you've had who have died.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Alright, the Stagecoach is your hero lifeblood. You'll need to recruit all these heroes to fill out a party of 4. Drag and drop them to your roster. Now they will cost money. We will want both of these characters. These are both kind of like healing characters. Seeker, actually, I'm not... Oh yeah, no, it is like a paladin, like a cleric. Excuse me. Okay, so these are the positions they do best in. They do best the back 2 spots. And they hit more likely the front characters. Now these unlocked abilities, you can unlock them as you go. Excuse me. I love this Judgment because it's self-heal, but she doesn't have that. Dazzling Light is a stun. She does have... so Judgment, it's attack, but you also heal. That's why I love that one. Divine Grace is just a generic heal on a single target. And this is a party heal of just a couple... Divine Comfort, just party heal of 1 to 2. And then just a melee attack. Or if she ever gets moved into the front. Because enemies will sometimes move your characters around. Okay. Oh, so you're more likely to get stress in wield. So I'm guessing that's an area. I don't remember. And you're a little slow. But I'm going to take these characters anyways. Oh, camping skills. Right. So good for if we are in a deep dungeon and have some good camping, good campsites. Anyways, definitely getting you.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, extra stress when fighting unholy, but you are bloodthirsty. Extra damage and ruins. Okay, so the Plague Doctors. Love the Plague Doctors as well. They can do some minor healing, but they also do blight damage. So say here, cures blight and bleed damage. So this is kind of like your debuff character, your healer, your ranged character, and your tank, for the most part. And this character is going to want to be in the last 2 spots as well. Though the bonus damage and speed is always nice too. Yes. So we will take both of you.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Yes. Upgrade the Stagecoach network. While you're here, spend some of your starting heirlooms on upgrading the Stagecoach. I don't know why I can't say Stagecoach the first time. Upgrading the Stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click the plus symbol on the left and then click on the upgrade. So it's talking about right here. So different upgrades and stuff that you can get. So network, hero barracks, and more powerful recruits. But you gotta have these up a couple levels before you can even get that one. Okay, so it'll take deeds, 3 deeds, and 4 crests for either one of these. Society. Okay, so the roster is this over here. So how many heroes we can have at a time. And this is just increases how many will show up. So I am going to go ahead and do that. That's all I'm going to do for now. So this is just the quick links between the buildings, as you probably noticed. Yeah, see, there was nothing I can do with the graveyard.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Will I know? Okay, so this is just the state. So ancestors' memories, so I can replay some of the intro stuff, and this is the stuff we'll unlock as we go. As we beat areas and get farther. Okay. So that's all I could do for now with the buildings. Okay. There isn't much more you can do in town right now. It's time to embark on a quest. Click on the embark button at the bottom of the screen, which is exactly what I was about to do. I'm trying to remember... I think if I click over here...
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work
Quests
begins.
and parties. Oops. This is where you select a quest and form an adventuring party of 4 heroes to embark on. Click on quests to see the details. Drag heroes into slots at the bottom of the screen to form your party and default party order. That's right. I'm fine with something like that. Those 2 are fine as long as they are both in the back, and these guys are fine in the front. Now these 3 can be pretty much alternated. I know. You like the middle 2. These 2 like the back 2, but all 3 of them will pretty much work in any of those 3 spots. He's just in the better in the front 3. Those 2 are better in the back 3. All right. Let's go. Yes. Calm down, Corey. Sure, why not? Okay. Oh, so it defaulted us on this one. Okay, so this one's far too strong for us right now. If you look at the difficulty and stuff, it wouldn't last a minute. So we want this one. It's a short dungeon, and I think this would be a good way to, yeah. From how long I remember these taking, this will be a good one to wrap up. Just kind of this first video of checking out Darkest Dungeon. Okay, so, yes. So we want to look now at our provisions.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Yes, indeed. You want to take different supplies depending on what region you are going to, how long the quest is, and your own preferences. Excuse me. But always bring some food and torches. For your first short quest, try bringing at least 8 food and 4 torches. Very good advice. That is a very good minimum to go off of. So, and there's the food. We got anti-venom and holy water. Those will be good later. Take a skeleton key. You know what? I'm gonna buy 1 more torch, 2 more food, and I'm gonna call that good, because this is a very easy, in comparison to some others, dungeon. Though I may regret not taking the key. Expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, but careful. Alrighty then. So now these are all the different rooms we can explore too, and there's always stuff to find in between, but there's usually gonna be combat in between. Alright. I like to tap W to search as I go. Ooh, an unburned torch. Yes, we will definitely take that. So it's just the stress level goes up as the radiant light goes down. I feel like Warrior of Light, Oh, he's a kleptomaniac. Will only pray for stress relief. So, there's a temple or church or whatever it's called. Excuse me. There in the town, and you can send the characters. Stress, stress, stress. Okay, so the bottom is the stress meter. That's what I thought, but it didn't seem like it was measuring up right for me earlier. We're already almost there, and didn't see any combat in between. Okay, so now dropped to 70. Our stress is more likely, but we found some skeletons, so we'll deal with them first. Oh yeah, that only hits the back two. I love it when there's the back two, because I love his plague grenade. Alright, we'll just go ahead and hit the front one, though. And he's got the blight. I want... yes, grape shot. I've always been a big fan for most games. I guess the blight finished him off. Not entirely certain. Don't need to heal. Torch plus 6, that's going to be a good one to use because we want the torch up a bit higher. Stunned. So he missed his turn, so one of my other characters is going to get to go again. So I'm going to go ahead and use this just to up the torch again. Alright, and then just finish him off with that. Potentially. Well, fine.
Another one falls.
Found 1,000 gold. Alright, so we got our...
victory. But a victory nonetheless.
Yes, yes indeed. So, and just standing here, the torch is going to go down. It's time-based, it's not action-based. But I don't remember those abilities being there before, but they're definitely good ones to have. Oh, so we found a shovel, which is good, because there is going to be some obstacles only movable by them. For a crest and a portrait. I don't know what good the portrait is for, but guessing I can sell it. Alright. So, with some scouting abilities, we know there's an obstacle, which is why we got a shovel. We're going to be using it right away. And a battle coming up. But we only have the one route we can go right now. So, no choice but to keep on going.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Ooh. Oh, because it took us a lot of time. Which is why. I'll have to spend some time de-stressing after this one for a couple of the characters. Don't say... oh, I surprised him. I am definitely fine with that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit all three. Let's see, 10, 8, 13. Yeah, not strong enemies. So, and I can now put Blight on the very back one, which is going to be the one more of to fear. Or the stronger enemy of the group. Heal party. Tempting, but I want to keep focusing on getting the torch higher. Let's see. I'll do 1 to 3 damage with this attack. I'm fine with just hitting the front one. Oh, okay. Or 0, but stunned. And re-upped the torch. If I make it to your next turn, I'm going to have him use the Bulwark of Faith. But otherwise, let's use Zealous Accusation.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Stressful incantation. Don't do that. The light is fading. The current torch level greatly affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets, the harder things get, but the better the rewards. Oh yeah, I forgot that's why you could intentionally, potentially, intentionally make it darker. Yeah, so I can use a torch in my inventory to boost it back up. It's fine for now. Hero surprised. Yeah, I'll wait till after this fight. Let's... nobody's got Blight. Let's just finish off the front one. I'm fine with that.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I want to use that ability again. But just about anything I do... okay, tracking shot. Will it do damage? Stealth. Yeah. I'm pretty much gonna kill this thing no matter what I do. I mean, I could have him move. Oh yeah, I can. Hero will suffer stress. Yeah, no. We might as well just finish him off.
Their formation
That's
is
fine.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
Strategizing is what this game is all about. There we go. Okay, you guys are super stressed. Once you hit 100 is when the real problems start to occur. Alright. Got in the next room. Checking things out. Okay. So, yeah, there was nothing in here waiting for us. Okay, so we can go either of these routes. So there's a battle here. But let's see. So there's a battle in either one, and there is something to investigate along the way. This one is a treasure room. I want to explore all the rooms, in all honesty. More dangerous, but worth it. So I'll have to backtrack either way. Alright. Oh, so he used his, kleptomaniac. He kept everything. Yeah, I know, you guys are getting stressed. Come on, Reynold. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one. Got a brawler, a soldier, and an acolyte, cultist acolyte. Okay, so I definitely want to take out that brawler, but I do also want to hit you hard, because that stressful incantation is going to be very annoying. But you're also going to be very annoying. Oh, he didn't get blight. He resisted. Oh, fine. When they try to make you bleed. Ah, dagnabbit. Okay, okay. Well, I definitely want to use that. We're gonna stun you. Oh, dodged it. But the torch still went up? I'm not certain, but that torch has dropped a lot, and I'm not liking that. Okay. Stunning blow. How much health do you have? 6? We're just gonna do that and get the guaranteed finish.
Give them no quarter.
Awesome. Ah, will you stop doing that? This game is even harder than I freaking remembered it being. Try to stun you again. Will you quit dodging? Now I want to focus on getting these fools dead. You have a stun damage move. Go ahead and stun the corpse guy. Okay, we're gonna use the plague grenade here. Dodge! That is so annoying. I don't think this will void the turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Which will help out my allies a good deal. Make you bleed. You become marked. Which I think means it's easier for them to hit. I'm just gonna do this though. All around general damage. Okay, I'm fine with that. Try once again to blight you. Ah, resisted, but at least you took damage. Okay, now I want to finish off the first one.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Okay, good. They dropped some of their own stress. We'll try this again. I wanted some of the light back. And you are stunned. Awesome. I'm fine with that, because I'm very willing to do this now. Yep, marked for battle. So, guaranteed to attack him. We'll go ahead and hit you with that. And hit you with this.
Continue
And
the
we
onslaught.
win.
Destroy them all.
The blood. I don't remember this. The blood is a special type of supply item. Any collected bottles of the blood will be retained in your state at quest end. They may be added to the provisions of embarking parties. The blood is rare. Spread it around wisely amongst those in need. Okay, that didn't tell me really anything. The call is unyielding, the urge is irresistible. Only the blood will quell this thirst. Oh. Okay. So apparently it's a status effect or something that you need this to quench. Citrine, yellow-like fading hope. Okay. So just something we can trade for money. I don't want... I'm gonna use the Plague Doctor. Nah, you're fine to check this. Why can't I? There we go. So we found a skeleton key. Awesome.
Are often low on supplies.
It's true. But we have 12 food. Just found food. Okay, so I don't want to go back to there. We're just going to go ahead and travel this way. I may have to actually start having you heal. Oh, we walked into a trap.
Mechanical hazards.
Oh.
Possessed by evil intent.
Dang it. She failed her, Okay, so she's now abusive. She's afflicted. When heroes can't take the stress anymore, they become afflicted. This manifests in different behaviors and stat changes. Afflictions last until you send them to treatment in town, unless you can reduce their stress to 0 during the quest. Which, I can't, unfortunately. I don't have anything to reduce stress. So, we'll just have to keep moving on. That sucks. Reduces children. We'll wait a little bit longer on a torch. I don't want to get surprised, but whatevs. Okay, so now I can keep going on and move on. I know that there's a trap coming up. Wanted to go there. I have to backtrack all the way to get the 90% explored. Alright. This is not going to be smart, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay. Dag nabbit.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Okay. So not terribly so. I'm just definitely going to have her cure him in the next fight. Oh shoot. That dropped quite a bit from that. Alright, so here we go. So this room's going to have a fight. Not that hard of a fight. The Arbalest is going to be the toughest guy, but we can take him. Okay. 25 damage. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Arbalest. Hopefully he gets the Blight. He does indeed. Nice. Ooh, sweet. She just dropped some of her own stress. I need to get it dropped a lot, but that's good for now. Let's... I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Feel like it's worth it. You, I'm gonna go ahead. 7. Let's just try to wipe out this one.
Be gone, fiend.
Nice. I didn't have her heal, did I? Or is it? No, it hasn't been her turn yet. I really need to do some healing. Wish I could do your move that would up the torch, but it's all good. Yes, that's worth it to do again. The Blight's gonna finish him off his next turn. So, is worth just... field medicine. Healing for 1. I could heal. It's gonna do 1 to 2. Let's just hit him. Awesome. Very fine doing that.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, and 18 of 33. 65. That'll get it up another 6. And potentially finish you off. Yeah, let's just do that. Healing you would have been good.
Slowly.
But getting the torch up a little higher, I think overall was better.
This is how a life is taken.
Jade and more anti-venom and a torch. Definitely happy with that, because we could definitely use the torch. You... And let's see what we got here. An ornate fountain of holy purport. Investigate. Oh.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Sure, why not?
Now it must be carried home.
Alright, so now we need to head back here. And there's another trap. Wish I knew a way of disarming traps. We're just gonna have to risk it. Oh, scatter traps will be as you approach, select a hero, and then click on the trap to attempt to disarm it. Now it's letting me do that. I'm gonna have you do it. Yes! Highwayman, I feel he's more like a roguelike character and would have more likely being success. Plus, he's got my lowest stress levels. Okay, so we got something cool to explore. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go back and potentially take more damage there. Okay, so we got something to examine here. Go to you. Dang it. He's taking all the loot again.
A fortune.
Ah.
Waiting to be spent.
Oh, that's some really good stuff. There was like armor and stuff in there. Whoops. We'll go ahead. We're getting close to the end. Ah, so my character, or one of my people, is hungry. So... Oh, and they'll regain 5% health. Boom. Right now that's not much, but as they get stronger, that 5% will account for more hit points. Oh. So we're good. Just gonna hit no for a moment and make sure that there's nothing in this room to check out. Oh yeah, there's one more room. Obstacle in the way. I don't have a shovel. I'm gonna go at least try to get to it. There might be a fight along the way. Yeah, I know. Extra stress.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Oh. I honestly did not realize that I could dig that and that it would just weigh up everybody's stresses. That was a bad move on my part. Oh, that took a lot of light. I'm gonna go for it. It's probably a bad move, but I did it anyways. Torches are invaluable. This is gonna be a tough fight. Ooh. I may have just done a very, very bad thing here. 15. I'm gonna try to make you bleed out. Resisted. Okay. Yes, go ahead and hit the back two. Hopefully both of them get plague. Or blight. Plague. Same thing. Raven Beast. Ah. You're upping everybody else's stress by being rude. Somebody's trying to call me. I'll have to return your call. But thank you for trying. I'm gonna have to ignore that. I need to heal party. Ooh, nice. Oral, ooh. Inspiring you are. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Don't do that. 2 to 3 or 6 to 12. Ooh, I can potentially take him out in one hit. Okay, no, actually 5 to 10 because of his... I mean, still potentially, but not as likely. Go ahead and do it. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, my characters are gonna hate me. Try to make him bleed again. Yeah, make him bleed. Try to make him bleed. Not managed to resist it again. Ugh. Come on, come on, come on. Dang it. That's a good...
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Dagnabbit. Back again. And improved the blight damage. I am doing terrible for this first dungeon. Stop! No, 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 no. I lost control of you? Just heal the team. Could have healed better than that. Crap.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
They will suffer stamina plus any further damage as they can't heal them to get off death's door. Crap. Ah, I don't... 5 to 10. Please don't miss this time.
As the fiend
Thank you.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
That. Yes, because I can potentially kill the Bone Courier. Actually, the Bone Courier is pretty much dying from the Plague its next turn. Or the Blight. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Excellent. I know, I know, I know. I should have just left when I did. So stupid of me. Alright, Battlefield Medicine just gets you a single hit point, so you're not on death's door. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and kill you. This freaking treasure better be worth it.
Be wary.
Emerald,
Triumphant
bus,
pride
food, and
precipitates a
gold.
dizzying fall.
Found some more crests and bus. Awesome. Let's get the heck out of here. Oh, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time in the town having my people recover. Oh, that was a terrible idea to go to that last room. Yes, I know. Found lots of good stuff. What's this? A bleed stone. Plus 10% bleed skill chance, minus 1 speed. I can equip that. Yeah, you got something new. Egomania. Obsessed with self-worship. That's not good. And Sluggard, which is good. Yeah, the obsessed with material things. That's not good. And Phengophobia. Hillomania and Phengophobia. Plus 20% stress torches above 75%. Masochist and abusive. Alright, I need to get their stress levels down.
All my life I could feel an
Haven't unlocked
insistent
an abbey
gnawing in the back of my mind.
That is good.
It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Okay, so... Yeah, we're definitely not dismissing. I forgot I can rename, and I may just do that. Forgot I can change their look. It's the original. Actually, like the... Sure, why not? Green sounds better with Blight. See, you're on that one default, but I like that one better. You're on 4 default. 4 is pretty good. 3 was my next preference. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight.
Yes, indeed.
The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Heroes relieve stress by taking part in activities at the tavern and Abbey. Each activity has different side effects. Experiment to find the best activity for each hero, depending on their quirks. Committing a hero to an activity locks them in that activity until the next week. You'll have to take a different hero with you on your next quest. Oh. Okay, so this one's already filled with somebody from locally. There we go. Okay, so if I was going to put anybody there, it'd be Reynold. He's definitely the one to send to the church. Alright, let's go check out the tavern.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so I can upgrade these, both locations as well. Basically, all I'm upgrading is how effective each spot is, and eventually how many people I can put in each spot. So I'm gonna upgrade
all
everything
manner
once.
of diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Yes, indeed. Gonna return to the Abbey here real quick. Ooh, it's more expensive. It's the bus, and I can upgrade 2 of them. Go ahead and do that one.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
You don't say. Tavern's right there. Alright, I definitely need to have both of them de-stressing. Fortunately, it dropped them down to 100 when we got back to the town, but they really need to be de-stressed. Fortunately, and there's a way to get rid of the negative quirks. I just gotta remember how to do it. I'll probably learn eventually. I forgot it costs money. And it says their quirks is how you find out where they like to go. I don't remember. They're not quirks, they're characteristics, they're personalities. I'll just have to guess for now. I know him because of the God-fearing. He can only pray, which is currently full. All right. We'll just put you in the bar. See what happens. She might have actually done better at the Abbey, but that's all good. Holy. Oh, you don't like unholy. So I'll put you somewhere in the Abbey. Just have you in the cloister. It's funny to watch the random comments that pop up. Okay, so they're both busy, so I actually need to go to the stagecoach and get some new heroes. Jester, that's from one of the DLCs. I don't actually... You kind of arranged. Bleed damage. Bleed. Oh, okay, so you're like a bard in other games. Minus 10% stress. I want you...
You will be laughing still at the end.
Okay. Don't know Abomination either. I need a healer. And any of them that can do even a little bit of healing are hurt. Okay. So it looks like you can do... Okay, so you can transform. Oh. Ooh, you cause stress to the other characters, though. Yeah. Stun. Beast Bile, so you can cause blight. You can heal yourself. Buff self. Rage. Slam. Stun move. Alright. You are tempting, but you seem like a harder character, and I need another healer. Torch +5, nice. So you can debuff the targets. So you're more like a healer and a debuffer. Snow. I'll take you.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Yes, indeed. Don't have enough of the crests. Okay. Alright, so I have a potential new team. I got my guys who are going crazy, resting, and that was that. Leftover trinket inventory. So I can actually give that to somebody. That'd actually be really good for you. There, boom. So slows you down a little bit, but improves his bleed attacks, which I'm fine with that. Oh, so glossary. So this just tells me some stuff. Good to. That was weird. What my throat just did there. And just a menu. Okay, I had to refresh my memory there. This one went on a little longer than I planned on because I wanted to get those characters taken care of before I got off, kind of show that side of it. But I hope you guys are going to enjoy this game. This one is a lot of fun. I'm glad to be getting into it. I've been planning to record this game since I bought it over, I don't think, a year or two ago. And just between life, my break I took from YouTube, and playing some other games that I wanted to get farther in as well, I hadn't got around to this one. So, again, hope you guys are enjoying it. You know, the usual, like, subscribe, leave me some feedback. I do want to hear from you. Definitely give me your opinion about this game. In the meantime, though, I will see you later.